Hello everyone. So far we have discussed different things about derivatives. So we learned the derivative rules. We talked about chain rule, product rule, quotient rule, and implicit differentiation. And we also did some curve sketching, some problems or maxima, minima. So next we're gonna talk about the related rates. So in this video, I'll just review the topics that we need to know for related rate problems. So this is our next topic. And for related rate problems, implicit differentiation skills are very important. So in this video, I'm going to review quickly our chain rule and also we're gonna do some differentiation with respect to t. So far, we did some maxima minima problems where we were maximizing or minimizing one quantity with respect to another variable. So where y is a function of fx. But some applications have x and y varying with time. In other words, we deal with the change in one variable with respect to time or the change in other variable with respect to time. So we are talking about the rate of change of different variables with time. So these kind of problems in which we will have dx over dt or dy over dt, so those are called related rate problems. Let's do a bit of recall of chain rule. So we learned in the chain rule that we do d outside times d inside. So for example, if you have a power function here, so your outside function is the power function, and then you first apply the power rule, bring the power down, so something raised to power n minus 1, and then take the derivative of inside. Let's say we want to solve the derivative of x cubed with respect to x. So first by a power rule, so bring the power down, reduce the power by 1, so we get 3x squared, and then take the derivative of inside with respect to x. And in this case, we notice that dx and dx cancel, so we get 3x squared times 1, which is just 3x squared, because this quantity was 1. And if we try to find the derivative of y cubed with respect to x, so we notice that here we have x and here we have expression y. So it's not x, we have something different. And in this case again, first we take the derivative of power, right? So bring the power down, reduce the power by 1, and then by chain rule take the derivative of inside. So in this case you get 3y squared times dy over dx. So we have one extra quantity which is our dy over dx, or in other words we can write this as 3y squared y prime by chain rule. But if we have a variable that is changing with time, so we need to take the derivative with respect to time. So d over dt instead of with respect to x. So if I take the derivative of x cubed with respect to t, so now you notice that here we have t, here we have x, and we need to apply the chain rule. So first we apply the power rule. So bring the power down, reduce the power by 1, and by chain rule we need to take the derivative of x with respect to t. So we have 3x squared dx over dt. Similarly, if we want to take the derivative of y cubed with respect to t, so it would be 3y squared, and by chain rule, so dy over dt. So we have 3y squared dy over dt. So in this case, we notice that we had dx over dt in the previous case and dy over dt in this example. So these are both rate of change of x and y with respect to time. So how these variables are changing with respect to time. Let's do a few more examples for practice. So find the derivative of pi r squared with respect to t. So in this case, pi is a constant and we want to take the derivative of r squared with respect to t. So again, so first we're going to apply the power rule. So derivative of outside, so 2r, and then dr over dt by chain rule. So we get 2 pi r dr over dt. Similarly, in the next one, we want to take the derivative of v raised to power 1.4 with respect to t. So first bring the power down, reduce the power by 1, and then take the derivative of v with respect to t. So we get 1.4 v raised to power zero point 0.4 dv over dt. So you can try a few more examples for practice. So take the derivative of following with respect to time. So we want to take the derivative of x raised to power 4 with respect to time. So we notice that this is t, this is x. We have different variables. So first we apply the power rule. So bring the power down, reduce the power by 1, and by chain rule, take the derivative of x with respect to t. So don't forget dx over dt. In the next one, so we want to take the derivative of 4 pi over 3 r cube. So 4 pi over 3 is just a constant. So take the derivative of r cube with respect to t. And again, we notice that. So first we apply the power rule. So 3r square dr over dt. And 3 and 3 cancel in this case. And we are left with 4 pi r square dr over dt. In the next one, we need to find the derivative of 85 p raised to power negative 1. So 85 is just a constant. So derivative of p raised to power negative 1. So bring the power down, reduce the power by 1, and then by chain rule dp over dt. So we get negative 85 over p square dp over dt. So in the next one, we have r and h. So it might be radius and height. And we want to figure out the derivative with respect to time. So here we have product of two functions. So u times v. So if you remember, we did 1d2 plus 2d1. So we're going to do 1d2 plus 2d1. So we're going to apply our product rule. So first r as it is, derivative of h square with respect to t plus h square as it is, derivative of r with respect to t. And we notice that, so derivative of h square would be 2h, and by chain rule, dh over dt plus h square dr over dt. So overall we get 2hr dh over dt plus h square dr over dt. So this is how we take the derivative with respect to time. Now the question arises that where does the term related rate come from? So when two rates like dx over dt and dy over dt are related by an equation, so we call it a related rate problem because we are talking about the relationship between the rates of two variables. All right, so let's try to find one such equation. So in this one, s is equal to x squared plus 4xy. So we need to find ds over dt. So if you want to find ds over dt, it means take the derivative with respect to t on both sides of the equation. So you're going to take the derivative of each term on both sides. And now when you notice that the derivative of x squared with respect to t would be, so first use the power rule, so 2x and then dx over dt plus 4 is just a constant, and we're going to take the derivative of x times y with respect to t. And again we have this product rule that we're going to apply here. So u times v, right? So 1d2 plus 2d1. So in this case, it would be 2x dx over dt plus 4. So here first u as it is, derivative of, sorry, not u. So this is x. So x as it is, derivative of y with respect to t plus y as it is, derivative of x with respect to t. And in the next step, I'm gonna combine that dx over dt terms together. So we have two dx over dt terms. So this one and this one. So we get 2x plus 4y inside, and dx over dt is our common factor out, and we have 4x times dy over dt, and this is our ds over dt. So now we notice that here we have the relationship between dx over dt, dy over dt. So these all rates are related by an equation. So this is called related rate equation. I hope that makes sense. So basically this process is the backbone of solving any related rate problems. So in the next video, I'm going to do some related rate problems in detail. So make sure you watch that video as well. Thanks for watching.